We're on, David.
We're on. Welcome back to Pigeon Holed with me, Tait Middleton.
And me, Tait Middleton.
Yeah, I am also Tait Middleton. It's good to be here.
We're all Tait Middleton.
I'm Tait Middleton, but I've got better feet.
Have you seen V for Vendetta?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they
A
were.
long time ago though, but yeah.
That is such a good movie.
It is a great film.
It's. Oh, we did games last time. Or a few episodes
Oh,
ago.
like top games?
V for Vendetta would be one of my top all-time films.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that's great. It's in my top 5.
Let the Right One In.
Don't know what the fuck that is.
That's it's a Scandinavian like vampire film.
Oh, your son's named after
My
that.
son is named after Oscar in that film.
Jeremiah. It's like Sven.
What would my other ones be? Once Upon a Time in America.
Really? The one that came out like 2019 or whatever?
No. This came out in like the 70s, I think.
Oh, the De Niro,
De
7
Niro
hour
one. Yeah. I think it's about 3 hours long.
That's a brutal movie.
It is incredible. The way they used to make films where they didn't give a flying fuck about how long scenes were because they didn't care how you felt about like, oh, I need to get to the fucking next exciting part. There's a scene in the opening part of that film where, or the opening part, it's first half an hour probably, where the telephone he's in the opiate house. You've seen it?
I saw it when I was too young.
Okay.
To be fair.
So Robert De Niro's in this opiate house and there's a phone ringing incessantly while he's in there and then other things are happening and you can hear the phone ringing
the entire time.
Yeah, because it's like the build up, the frustration. It's masterfully made. It's fucking incredible, but like they just wouldn't make them like that now. And I know it's such an old fucking white cunt thing to say, but they really wouldn't make films like that now because no one's got the attention span for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's definitely up there. The Godfather Part 1 is up there.
Too slow.
I like slow.
Yeah, well, I mean, you like slow.
I like slow. I like uneventful a lot of the time.
Oh, fucking, you like that other one that I fucking despise.
The Hateful Eight?
One of your, no, the other one. Death Proof.
Death Proof.
I fucking hate that. It's another slow movie. You like slow movies.
I do. I love slow films. I don't like action too much, and Death Proof has probably more action in it though than I would like. I also love. There's a movie called Moon with Sam Rockwell when he's on like a plant on the moon, basically. It's like they've industrialized the moon and he works there. If I don't want to spoil it, but it is a fucking phenomenal film and he's amazing in that. Sam Rockwell's an incredible actor. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Have you seen that Brad Pitt film?
No, I know of it. I haven't seen it. There's so many movies. There's
beautiful. Oh my god. And the greatest TV show of all time is Lost. Okay, go. What's your top ones?
No Country for Old Men, not in order.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men. I really, really, really enjoyed the movie Dread, the newest. Well,
I watched that, and I don't know if it was inspired by something maybe we talked about. It popped up on my Netflix, and I got about half an hour or 40 minutes in. I didn't hate it because I really love that post-apocalyptic like genre. I fucking love that genre so much.
Me too.
But there was something in it that didn't get me to go back to it. I don't know what it was. I probably will go back and watch it all. But.
It is like it's action for the entire time.
Sorry, do you know what I watched? I've seen it before, but I literally watched it last night. A movie called The Thin Red Line, the war movie.
Is George Clooney in that?
Fucking everyone is in that.
Is George Clooney in it?
George Clooney is in it. Adrian Brody, John C. Reilly, fucking John Travolta. Everybody is in this fucking film. It is like,
wow.
It is a cast of A-listers, but I guess because this was made in like 98, 99, so I think some of them probably didn't have the breaks necessarily that they had. In fact, the star of the film isn't anyone famous. Well, he probably is, but I don't fucking know who he is. But other than that, there's about 12 people in there that you're like, oh, no one could afford to make this today.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. We got Dread. We got No Country for Old Men.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Let's say Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are like they're in the same, you know.
Adam's fucking stand-up is just incredible. Have you seen them? The last two ones? I know he's got other ones, but the two that are on Netflix at the moment.
No.
It's like 100% Fresh or something like that. And then Sorry, I Love You. Or I can't remember what they're called, but they are brilliant.
His observations are quite good, aren't they?
He's so silly.
Yeah.
He's so fucking silly and playful. They are brilliant. If you ever just feel like watching stand-up without having to, I guess, dial in like too much and pay too much attention, they're perfect for it. Right, one more. And then I want to know best TV show.
Ace Ventura, probably.
Oh, really?
I really like that. That's just like, no, RoboCop. Original RoboCop.
I was going to say, RoboCop is a great film. And again, post-apocalyptic sort of. I know it's not post-apocalyptic as such.
Two films that they're trying to like desperately, like they've got RoboCop Returns, I think, in the ether. They've had it for years. They're trying to like literally, the original writers are like, they've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because didn't they make, I remember you telling me about this. The last one that they made was like, they made it like a
PG-13.
Yeah, like what are you doing? It's RoboCop. Yeah. We literally watched him shoot a man's dick off through a dress. What a great fucking scene that was, seeing that like 8 years old. I was like, oh. Can you fly, Bobby?
Yeah.
That's a great.
The best part of that movie for me is the dude, I can't remember his name, but he's the one
that 70s show?
No, that's Red from
70s. Yeah.
But yeah, it is that. That's fuck, what's his name?
I used to tell people that RoboCop, the actual RoboCop, was Kelsey Grammer. And people were like, really? I was like, yeah, 100%.
Clarence Brodica, I think it's like something, his name doesn't
match
in the movie. Yeah. But there's a scene where the dude who makes RoboCop, right? A swami little dick guy.
Yeah.
He makes RoboCop.
In the lab coat?
Yeah, he's like, essentially he was like, lose the arm, do this. Fucking yelling at the sergeant about like, if you fuck this up. He's a douchebag. But he gives us RoboCop, which is nice.
How many times have you seen RoboCop?
So many times.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Love it.
But he walks in, he's doing coke off two supermodels' tits.
Yeah.
And then old mate walks in there and he goes like, bitches leave. It's the funniest. I don't know why. It's so funny. He literally just opens the door and the first thing he says, he walks in the room, he goes, bitches leave.
How brutal, by the way.
And then they shoot the fuck out of his legs.
Well, when they kill RoboCop or whatever his name, what's his name? Murphy, yeah. Murphy something. When they shoot him,
Lewis and Murphy. I'm trying to find out.
When they shoot him in the beginning of that film, and they literally just shoot him within like every bit of him just flying off, chunks everywhere.
His arm and shit and fucking.
Yeah, RoboCop's probably more of a guilty pleasure type film, I think. I don't know why. Like, do you remember Demolition Man?
Ah, such a good film.
Yeah. I wouldn't rate that in like top 5 if we're being wanky and pretentious about cinema.
Yeah.
Which I often am. But it's like, as far as like movies that were kind of stand the test of time as well, like you can watch them now and you go like, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But Demolition Man is all the way up there. Give me we'll just go 3. Give me 3 of like your guilty pleasure ones where you're like, all right, I know this is bad, but I love it. Like I think Mallrats and all those Jason
Dogma.
Yeah.
Dogma's
in fact, we can group all of Chase and Amy, all of those together. I think they're not the greatest films ever, but nostalgically, I think I love them for different reasons. Jay and Silent Bob, all of that stuff.
Yeah, they're
Mallrats, Clerks.
Absolutely fantastic. Kevin Smith, when I was in Vancouver, he came to the. Can't believe I've forgotten this like awesome theater they have, and Ryan Reynolds helped save it. But he was going there to do like a Q&A. I loved the Q&As growing up.
Yeah.
He is like, before he did stand-up, Kevin Smith, such a great storyteller. Like absurdly, probably one of the reasons I got into stand-up.
Yeah.
Realistically. He's just brilliant storyteller. But I was going to go and I think the tickets were, standard ticket was $450 and the next ticket was $800. To go, and I was like, what the fuck, man? The Rio, I think it's called.
Crazy thing is that I know it's a lot of money, but it probably would have been worth it.
I look like, when I'm poor, I send him a message like on Facebook, which he never obviously saw, but it was like,
let me come, I don't have the money, I just want to I want to hear you talk.
I was like, $800, mate, I better get a fucking vial of your blood. The names in the film are Peter Weller is RoboCop.
He's RoboCop,
yeah. Nancy Allen is, why did you fucking change on me, you dog?
That's his partner, Lois.
Yeah. Clarence J. Bodica. Yeah, it was Clarence. Did I say Clarence?
Yeah, you did say
his
Clarence.
name's Kurtwood Smith. He's 81.
Show me him.
Red.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know I can't remember the name of it, but when the that robot
Bob Morton. Bob. It's Bob's the The dude who got shot in the leg from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
supermodels. Bitches leave. That's the name of this episode.
That massive robot thing goes, you have 10 seconds to comply.
Yeah. Squeals like a pig.
I will say that the animation of that is
It's fucked.
it's rat shit.
It's rat shit.
It really, it's like a lot of movies I get to really late for no reason. It's not. I think maybe sometimes I'm trying to avoid them because everyone's like, "Oh, these are the greatest." I'm like, whatever. I'll get to it, and then I do get to it 20 years later, and no one's talking about it anymore. But like, I watched. No, but the Terminator movies. I haven't seen all of them because there seems to be quite a lot now. But I watched Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, and there's a scene in Terminator 1 where he like peels his skin off
his eye.
It is awful.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Ghostbusters where they open the fridge. You remember it as a kid and you go like, oh, it looked amazing. And then you watch it now and you're like,
yeah, it's true. There needs to be something that you can like bonk you on the head to be like, I now have 70s vision.
Yeah.
To watch
or
it.
just watch them and don't be a dick like I was sometimes where you go like, oh, that looks really bad. Just remember that you're watching something that was made 30 odd years ago.
Well, I always think
they did the best with it.
I always think to myself, like, a lot of the times now I'll put myself into the shoes of like, think about when, I don't know if you've seen Alien, the original Alien.
No.
You watch it and it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But you can look at stuff in the background and it would just be like, they painted a toilet seat black, you know?
Yeah.
They stuck it on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of stuff. I think it's called, is it visual effects when they actually make the stuff?
Yeah.
That's the shit that I'm like, well done.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Dusk Till Dawn?
Yes, great film.
So the dude in Dusk Till Dawn, I believe, the guy with like the cod piece, and he has a gun under there.
Yeah.
He is like, I think regarded as one of the best visual effects people ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on like Conan or one of them going through all his stuff. I think he did all of like the Dawn of the Dead or whatever it was, like the original zombie movies.
Okay.
I think he did all those.
Yeah. It was like, Dawn of the Dead, wasn't it?
Well, there's Dawn of the Dead with the guy from like Modern Family, which he's like a creep. Well, Zack Snyder did like a Dawn of the Dead.
Right, okay.
Night of the Living Dead, I think I'm talking about. The original one.
The proper like...
Old school zombie one. Yeah, it was like
what do they call those? They have a name for those, don't they?
Zombies?
No, there's a name for that genre.
Oh, don't know.
I forget what it's called. It's got a specific name. Anyway.
I do have a couple of voice notes.
Oh? Hit me.
Couple of rando ones.
Hey guys, it's Mike from Nova Scotia, Canada. Just wondering if you'll have any guests on this podcast.
Mike's already sick of us.
Fuck no, Mike.
He's already sick of us. We will at some points.
No, we won't. And Mike's not coming on. Fuck you. No. Thanks for your question, Mike. Yeah, we will. I don't know who or when. I think we talked about this when we first wanted to start doing this. We're like, we'll get people on when we want to get them on, but it's not like I don't want to have guests on all the time.
Yeah. It makes it easier for us to nip around and do our own thing.
To be honest, by the time you listen to the first episode, we'd have been doing this for about a year because Tait fucks off all over the place, and with comedy and everything else getting in the way, we don't always have time. But we found there was a chunk of time this year where we did have some time, so we thought let's start it now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
some of these we recorded in 2010, so
yeah,
before cameras were even invented.
Also too, I should double up. So recently we told a story. They're probably out of whack, and I'll say we'll put out the other one first. By now, I assume that some episodes are out now, some aren't, and I have got a lot of stick about me being a psychopath. About last episode of me lying to a lady.
Yeah, because it was I mean, it's still one of the most unhinged things I've ever heard, but yeah.
There's been a lot of can I retract it?
No.
Say that it didn't happen.
No, it's out there. It's out there.
If you're listening to this episode, go listen to that one. But also you will find that some of the episodes are all over the shop. We're not timestamping stuff. We're literally like putting them out as we spoke about 4 or 5 episodes ago now that we don't do much effort for this. It is pretty much when we get free time, we go and do it, and we try and flex our muscle of trying to see what we can come up with on the spot, which has been super fun. I got one more as well.
Hey boys, it's Tony from Colorado. I'm loving the podcast. Quick question for David. When you moved to Australia, How hard was it to understand the accent?
Thank you, Tony.
It was easier to understand theirs than yours, to be honest, Tony. No,
Big Colorado.
the accents, yeah, I don't know. The accent's pretty easy. It was hard to differentiate between Australian and New Zealand, though.
Oh, yeah.
Until you're here for a while, and then you go, oh, wow, they're so different. It would be like Americans and Canadians. How like a lot of us go like, oh, they sound identical. And then if you're there, you go like, wow, they sound totally fucking different.
Well, yeah, that is a hard one, though, because I've lived in Canada and there's different parts of Canada that, like, obviously is very Canadian. But then if you're in, like, Vancouver and it's nearly borders, like, well, it does border sort of those, I think it might be like Washington and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
very similar, like
accent,
Minnesota.
Yeah. The accents can't be too different. Even Seattle is a stone's throw away from Vancouver. I think it's 2 hours.
It's like Fargo. Seen Fargo?
I haven't seen. That's something that I need to watch. That and the Usual Suspects.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's in that, and he's fantastic in everything he's ever done. He's fine. It's a really good. Usual Suspects is great. Fargo is fucking incredible. There's a TV series too, and the first one, I watched the first one. It was wonderful. I haven't seen the others.
I know you asked the question about the favorite TV series.
Oh yeah.
I think, and I've only seen the first season, but I find it.
Well, whatever you're about to say then is wild. You've watched the first season of something. You say it's the best show ever.
True Detective season 1 is pretty amazing.
Right, is season 1 the one with Woody and fucking Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah,
that is spectacular.
I know, but this is the thing; they're all different. That's my point.
I know.
Everyone is different.
Okay, so I'll let you have that because I think the next season it was like Vince Vaughn and someone.
I've watched like 2 eps.
Well, this is the thing. I watched 1 ep and I was like, Vince Vaughn's fucking fantastic. This will be good too.
He's so tall.
And I just couldn't get into it the way I was into that first one. That first one I binged and I got fatigued for many different reasons because it's exhausting to watch anyway. Because it's such a devastating fucking thing. But it's so good.
That's one of the best.
I heard somebody say as well that Matthew McConaughey's character, when he's he drinks during the interview all the time, it's so that everything that he said would be inadmissible in court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little fucking thing they threw in there. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's true. I don't know if that's true, but I wonder if that would be true.
It's funny how he's like, "Get me beers."
Yeah,
and
I'll start talking.
No. And he's like, "Get my 6-packer."
Yeah.
He's like, "It's 12 o'clock. This is when I start drinking."
Yeah.
And he's like, so? And he's like, "Get me a 6-pack." And they've got to get him beers.
And I think it was for that.
I always thought this is fucking, we'll go on the theme of me being a psycho again.
Here we go.
If I ever won a good amount of money, I would get storage containers.
Yeah.
And do up mock like crazy, like I'm a detective trying to like find someone. So I'd have like a pin board with all this crazy shit going on, and I'd just leave it for people to rock up and be like, "What the fuck? Was this guy doing?" And I'd have them like everywhere, just like one down there, one over there, and just real lunatic shit.
Sea containers, purely sea containers.
Just whatever those storage containers.
You should do one like
storage yard, like the.
You should do one like what's his name? Suresh, I think it was in Heroes. Did you ever watch Heroes?
No. That was a big show as well. Was that like Lost and then Heroes?
Maybe, yeah. The writer's strike fucked it.
Ah.
The big writer's strike that they had back then, they completely fucking destroyed that show altogether. But the first season of it is incredible. And one of the storylines is that the guy's trying to find all of these people, but in his apartment there's like a world map with all these fucking lines and notes and stuff.
We could do it on Todd's.
Yeah. Places we've killed people.
Yeah. Also too, I guess for a full season, a full series that captivated me, I don't think I can go past Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is brilliant.
Yeah.
By the way, it ended fine. Fuck off.
Also, haven't seen the last season, so I'm retired.
Also insane.
Yeah.
Also insane.
And it wasn't because everyone said it was shit. I think I was living and doing Muay Thai in Thailand for like 3 months, and I was full like regimented for a while.
It was great. Like obviously it had its flaws, but every show has its flaws. But I think I mentioned this last time we talked about TV. I really believe that long running shows like that, people are never going to be happy because they're always mourning the end of it. Just in general, they're like, fuck, it's done. It's like the death of someone. It's like the death of an imaginary kid. Sopranos as well. Sopranos is another one which is just
Yeah,
fucking flawless.
I think I've got through like the first season, love it, but going back
It
to what
gets
you
so much better.
going back to what you said though, it's one of those you said about stand up before
Yeah,
that I need to be so engaged in it,
definitely.
and I just
yeah,
I don't have that brain sometimes.
yeah.
I need to be fully like sometimes like if I'm eating dinner or food or whatever, and I know that I'm going to be like looking down and doing stuff,
Mm.
I'll put on some easy watching. You know,
Sopranos.
Seinfeld or something.
Sopranos isn't that for sure.
Yeah, you need to like know like True Detective and stuff like that.
It's interesting to watch the very first episode of Sopranos because it's made and shot like a sitcom. And it was going to be a sitcom. There's quite a few like little slapsticky sort of moments in there. There's one where Kamala gets like an AK-47 out of like this hidden compartment in the house when her kid's climbing through the window. Like it was supposed to be like a sort of black comedy maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you said black comedy, Black Books.
Oh yeah, Black
That
Books.
is genuinely
Brilliant show.
I think my all-time favorite.
Yeah, brilliant show.
Black Books, and that's a show that I can put on anytime.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how I'm feeling. Black Books every time. If you haven't seen that, it is just a great UK Bernard Black,
Dylan Moran, Bill Bailey.
and
Yeah, amazing
we always
show.
forget the lady's name.
No.
Yeah, she's great in it. Fran.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I've forgotten your name.
Yeah,
Which probably
excellent
everyone
show.
does, but
There was an episode of that always really impressed me where they didn't leave the airport.
Yeah.
But it felt like because you were out of the store and they didn't really do that very
No,
often.
it was rare.
They broke it up in this very weird way. And it made me anxious the entire time because I was like, can you just get back to the shop? Like I've written TV shows and sitcoms specifically where when we're pitching the idea, they'll tell us keep it like in one spot, but then you have to break it up. So you have external, they call them like establishing shots, obviously to show that, you know, if we were shooting this, we would have external shots of this apartment building to show that we were here.
Yeah.
And then you do it with maybe one or two other locations so that people don't get bored of being in the same place the whole time.
Yeah.
But with Black Books, the environment was perfect. It was like, you know, Cheers.
Yep.
The way they made Cheers is exactly the same. That pub was like, I don't ever want to leave this place. And that's how you feel about the bookshop. You're like, just keep me here forever. That airport episode spun me out. I was like, this is great, but I hate it so much. Can we just go back to the shop, please?
End of season 2, I think.
Can't remember exactly. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but it is a great show.
It's so one of the, I think the first episode or second
The wine
episode.
bottle ice lollies.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Get me my treat. I think it's the first episode or the second episode when Manny is introduced. So I believe it's when he starts his first day is the second episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he becomes.
Is it not the first episode?
No, he's in the first episode.
Yeah.
He's got his job at the
Oh,
telemarketer.
that's right. Yeah, and then
So the second episode, he goes in for the job and he does his day, I believe. And I think Bernard's like, nah, you can't work here. This is a madhouse. It's crazy. And he's just like looking around. He's like, the bookstore. And then all of a sudden, they've got the door open of the bookstore and a massive blowfly comes in that you can't see. And he goes, and goes out the door, and the door closes behind it. And
See what I mean?
he's just like, like it's just such a funny visual that you don't see anything. But the idea of a fly going in and then the door closing behind it by itself is just brilliant.
And that's supposedly like reaffirming what he's just been told.
Yeah,
You're right. This is a fucking insane place.
It's just so well done. There's only 3 seasons, and I think they're like 6 to 8 episodes.
To be honest, there's too much incredible TV for me to list. Like there are so many shows that even if you went genre by genre, there's so many shows that I'm just like, oh, that was an incredible show. I think Severance is amazing.
Most expensive TV show ever made.
Yeah, it's like fucking $1 million an episode or something.
I think something more than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I want $1 million an episode then.
That would be nice. But I don't also, I guess it would have to be a lot of CGI. I've never seen it. How is it
CGI?
so much? Well, how is it all of a sudden $1 million or like $20 million an episode?
Look, I would say a lot of it would be
Cast.
the cast. I would say a big chunk of it would have to be the cast at this point because it gets to I think, a stage where I think we're in season 2. So I'm guessing the contracts that they'll all have renegotiated will just be like,
Yeah.
come on.
Apparently, going back to, I always forget his name. Was it Gandolfini?
James Gandolfini?
James,
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought his first name was Gandalf and his last name was Feeney.
Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, but he apparently, I saw I think on your mum's house now they have a podcast of the 2 kids from fucking.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. And
What are they called?
AJ and Meadow. I don't know their real names,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
AJ
yeah.
and Meadow, because I've seen other clips where they've got like, I forget her name, but fucking
The mum?
no, not the mum.
Edie Falcone.
Yeah, not her. She was in Louis C.K.'s fucking Horace and Pete series.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's amazing, and she is fucking unreal. Give her all of the awards until she dies.
Yeah.
She's just sublime. But yeah, I forget her name now. But there was another actress who in Sopranos was in that. And apparently, I think she's like an OnlyFans star now as well.
Yeah, I'll track it down.
I bet you will.
What I was going to say was, I believe James sat down with the boy.
Yeah,
Because he was fucked up the show.
Name.
He was on Percocets for ever.
Yeah.
Like he's just come like good, I think, in the last
Fuck.
5 years. Like,
I didn't
he's
know
fucked. But apparently he was like, "Hey, are you doing like?" Sat him down and was like, as he was like a boy in the show, and was just like, "Are you making sure that you've got like this much money coming in, and what's your contract, and like make sure to ask for this, and this, and when it becomes into syndication, you make sure that you get your residuals and all that." And he was like really, really hot on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and like helped him. And then he became a pillhead.
That's pretty well. That's okay. That part's not, but yeah, that is pretty awesome that he did that.
Yeah,
you often wonder, like, some of those younger actors, they must get fucking royally screwed.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we don't have to worry about that because we're adults. You'd assume that those younger actors and stuff like that is like it's just filled forever of them being unfortunately mismanaged by parents, siblings.
Yeah, the greed
whatever.
of it as well.
Yeah. It would be pretty weird having like a cash cow kid. You know, obviously your son, Oscar, is just a normal kid. He goes to school, he does his thing.
Fucking idiot.
No.
No.
but could you imagine if he was in that world? It'd be very strange. And then knowing that, like, let's imagine that you and your partner didn't have much money at all. And then you were like, oh no, we need
his
him,
money.
we need him to make this
Gotta
money.
have
It's
him
such a
working.
crazy thing.
Be like a Jackson 5 type scenario where it's like, we just got to keep them working so we don't fucking have to. That would have sucked. That would have been so
that's
shit.
why they're all insane as well.
Yeah.
You said you had some ghost stories or something?
Oh, yeah. I put a thing out on Instagram. Now, I haven't read any of these, so let's just go see all responses.
Do you believe in ghosts?
A bit like the whole religion thing. It feels
Agnostic.
really arrogant to say like, oh, there's no such thing as ghosts. I feel like those stories probably came from somewhere, but I just think that it's really unlikely. Because again, when people go like, you know, oh, they came from somewhere, it's like, yeah, people made it up.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the case, but I don't like to go definitively there's nothing.
This is on topic but off topic. I always wanted to know, like, is there vampires?
What do you mean?
Well, like forever they've been spoken about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always been something that's been like...
Well, not forever, obviously. Somebody first came up with the concept of it as they come up with the concept of
forever
everything.
ago that it happened.
But stories, like Bible stories and all of these different things. Like
is there vampires in the Bible?
At some point, well, no, but at some point, somebody came up with this story. Because we do it now, but now we just go like, oh yeah, he came up with this story.
And she was an influencer. She sold feet pics.
Do you believe in ghosts?
The same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I will tell you this. It is one of the only genres of film that I will not watch by myself.
Really?
Because I start to hear noises and I'm like, fucking ghost.
So,
and I don't like that they can just go through walls and shit.
It's fair.
Yeah. I used to do a joke about it, that the unluckiest ghost in the world would have haunted a blind and deaf person.
That's quite good.
Yeah, and it got fucking nothing. Just a throwaway one-liner.
I watched this TV show when I was very, very fucking young. I was left home alone a lot. and I watched this TV show. I forget what it was called, but it was a Halloween like special thing. I didn't know this, right? And it's
Anthology, was it? Because there's one that terrified me, and I don't know its name to this day.
no,
I'm scared to Google it.
This was like a it was like a news night type thing, presented just like this is a normal news night, and then things start happening in the studio, and all the presenters like are pretending to be afraid and stuff. But I don't know that this is just acting. And they also had these other stories. Because it was, again, a Halloween special, and they have these stories of like reporting this. They go to this person's house who has experienced like a poltergeist, and their daughter is being like scratched and cut and stuff by the poltergeist, and they will go in and she's up on the ceiling and stuff. And it genuinely fucking terrified me to the point. I've never told anyone this because still, I don't know why, I'm quite ashamed of it. But I didn't want to go to the toilet, so I peed in my bedroom. I just went to the end of the bed and just peed on the floor because I was terrified to go. I didn't want to be out of the room. I was so fucking scared. Well, there was no one in the house either. It was just me.
Besides the ghost.
And I was like, I must have been about 7 or 8 years old, and I was just fucking terrified. Oh my God. That's still, I reckon now if I watched it, I'd probably cry like a baby, even though I know it was like, you know, it's one of those things where it scared me so much that it wasn't until way, way later I was like, oh, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a real thing.
There's a movie, I think it was a movie, an anthology sort of series, and it forever has haunted me since I was a kid.
Is it old? Or?
Old.
Yeah, it must be old.
It might have been like called like a creep show or something like that.
Right.
And it genuinely scarred me.
Remember any of what it was about?
I remember the very last scene, and they literally, like, the boy opens a cabinet or something, and there's a head in there.
Yeah.
And it was
so
like,
is it visual effect stuff that gets you? It's not the jump scare stuff?
It's just also 7, I think.
For me, it's like, I don't really get scared of watching films, but the thing, it's never the jump scary stuff. I always think that's kind of cheap. It's the premise and the idea of what's going on.
Exorcism scare me.
Yes, that I find that terrifying.
Because you see people. I've seen people in Frio. I'm like, you know, I'm like, that's a scary person.
I have ridiculous followers. I haven't read any of these until right now. I asked for ghost stories, Tate. A ghost touched my balls. That's all he said. A ghost had 6 shots of Jaeger and threw up in my sink last night. The Marleys were dead to begin with. The Jacob Marleys, I'm guessing.
I don't know who they are. I know the Bobs.
Aidan Doherty said, a ghost once shit your pants. I was driving one of the comics home the other night, Danielle, and it was before that. We were just hanging out. Yeah, I think we were just hanging out. And for whatever reason, the topic of like shitting yourself came
Dark
up.
Horse.
Was it Dark Horse when she said it? Yeah, okay. And
she said it in confidence too.
Yeah. She said, oh yeah, I was talking to Aidan the other day. He was telling me about how you shat yourself on the way to a gig. I was like, great. True story. My granddad said he once saw a ghost of an old man putting a pair of boots on. Now that would that's something like that would scar me if I actually thought that.
Yeah, 100%.
My mum said my grandma was in our cat when she died.
Wow, your mum's got schizophrenia.
Or bestiality, or like...
Spending the grandpa in it.
My mum said my grandma was in our cat when she died. Oh, I guess like... Oh, yeah, because people do that thing where they go, oh, grandma's still with us and she's in the... Yeah.
I'd be like, that cat's going in the fucking microwave if grandma's in it. We killed her once. We get rid of her again. My dad told me, and he was straight-faced, that he's like, oh, there's a ghost in this house. And
the house that you were living in? No,
he's like, parents broke up early on, explains a lot. And then his new partner, Jenny, and they had a kid together, so I got a half-sister. But she, like, they were both like, yeah, we 100% have seen a ghost in this house multiple times. They had a name for it, Elizabeth. She'd come out of, like, they would get an eerie feeling, and all of a sudden it would like fucking appear, walk through the room into like their kitchen, and they would just be like nod and be like, okay, that's it. But I'm pretty sure both bong heads.
Yeah, see, that was the thing I was going to say. The thing that gets me with people who have ghost stories or like really believe in them and go, yeah, I've seen this, this, and this.
Mm.
I'm fine until it's somebody that I go, oh fuck, you're a really normal person. Like I know people that are just, they're completely normal. They don't believe in any of this sort of shit. And then they go, oh yeah, I saw a ghost when I was like in my 20s or whatever. You're like, fuck.
I've got a sort of like a ghost, I guess. Some people won't like how I'll put this. So I went to school with a guy,
Yeah.
right? And I won't say his name, Keith. And he told me that he had like a premonition. Is that when like a
Yeah, when you see things and
yeah, and I didn't realize he was religious.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I had like an out of body experience, and I had like a whole like a it was like a fucking stroke, like something like that. And he was like, yeah, it changed me forever, and now I know that there's like a divine fucking God and all this blah blah blah, and became religious. So that was strange.
Pilots experience it sometimes. They'll black out in cockpits and then they have a view of them flying the plane. But it's because that's a visual that they know is a thing. So there has to be, like, their brain is trying to connect things while they're trying to hold on to consciousness. And they go, oh, I saw myself. It's like, yeah, because you know what that would look like.
I have a weird theory.
Go on.
Because we've been talking about like conspiracy theories and stuff. Sometimes I think, and this is, maybe I heard it somewhere else, so I'm not, claiming this fully, but sometimes I think dreams are just to like your other life, like the other side of the simulation. You know, when you've got like COD, when you like fight zombies?
Yeah.
Like it's that version. Like you just have like a wacky alternate version going on at Dreamtime.
Yeah.
Because you can't remember any of them. I can remember them sometimes when they're bad.
I find it insane.
That scare the actual fuck out of me. Then I'm like, I had for the longest time, I spoke to a guy on my podcast, the Tait Talks podcast.
Don't subscribe. Just
guy
listen to
called
this one.
John Doerr, and we both had the same thing where we had horrible dreams that we had accidentally killed someone.
Oh, I've had that. And then you wake up going, far. Oh, thank God.
We didn't kill, you'd never killed someone in the dream.
It was the repercussions.
But you knew that you'd killed someone and you knew that police were coming.
Yeah.
And you like buried someone and they finally found them.
I've had that a lot. And I think you'll find somebody out there, some dream expert will be like, oh yeah, it's because you're worried about secrets or something. It'd be something,
Ah, all right, I'm gay. No more nightmares.
I'm gay and I'm worried about people finding out that I've murdered 6 people. It's my biggest fear.
6 of my gay lovers. Yeah. But it's genuinely like I had it for a time where I was having it too often. Yeah. And I was genuinely like not sleeping properly and stuff. And it was actually nice chatting to someone else about it. I'm like, oh, I thought I was a fucking like psycho. Yeah. But I guess there's other psychos out there. Yeah. Realistically.
That's all it is.
Found another one.
Found another psycho and got him on your podcast. Yeah. That's all that is.
Yeah, genuinely. It's the worst feeling. You wake up like I've done something horrible. Or I have it all the time about like, and this might make sense, trying to get more spots at the Comedy Lounge. And I have a thing about like I park somewhere and something goes wrong and I can't get to the gig.
Yeah, okay. I have this weird one where I'll be reversing out of my driveway to go somewhere, and as I brake, I just can't brake, so I just keep going and keep going and keep going. I'm just reversing for like an hour, and then I'll wake up. It's so frustrating. Yeah. It's so fucking annoying. And again, they probably all have these sort of deep meanings about things that you're dealing with and everything else, because they do say that the things that you dream about are just the subconscious dealing with something else, or like reconciling something else from your life in a certain way.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, our brains are just so crazy.
Well, yours is fucking retarded. Mine's fine.
Yeah. You're doing a podcast with me, so it sort of says you're retarded too.
No, yours is great. It's just your feet that are fucked. Your brain's great.
Well, my brain fucked it. They should have made them.
But you're a no-one ghost.
Agnostic. Is that the word?
Yeah. I think so. Anyway, I don't know if they use that when referring to ghosts, but I certainly do.
Still weirdly, and as I said, I turned 35 this year. I have a vivid memory in my head of being a young kid, and my brother and I used to stay in the same room. Our older brother was in another room, and then the third room, which my brother should have stayed in, that was in my room. It was really, really cold. Very old house.
Yeah.
House was like
This is real, or
this is real. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
go
This is
on.
back when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
So our house, my mum's house, used to be somewhere like where like priests and stuff lived.
Like a monastery.
I don't know, whatever, but a house.
Yeah.
And all our doors are numbered in our house and stuff like that. Terrible things obviously happened in it. But it's old as fuck. It came from another place cut in half on 2 separate trucks, and then they sewed it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I still remember as a young kid, and I don't know if this was a dream
Yeah, go on.
or a movie, where my brother and I were talking to someone in the room that no one was in, usually,
Right.
at the complete opposite end of the house. And then my brother and I talking to my mum about it, and she was like, no one's in that room.
But that happened?
I think so, but I don't know because I would have been 6.
Yeah. I think in those instances it's
Could've been a
hard
film.
because it could be like you merging some memory with some thing that you've seen, or maybe your brother like suggested it and then you just go like, oh, that's a memory of mine. And because sometimes my son will say like, oh, I remember so and so. I'm like, no, you don't. I've told you about it, and you've seen the video that I played you or whatever of you dancing with the dog in a puddle, and you go like, oh, I remember that. I was like, you don't remember it. You just
if you put it together. I also remember the same thing at my mum's house of being outside, and we have like a very, very old deck that came with the house. And very strange. The house actually used to be the opposite way. So essentially the way that the house got put at my mum's house,
it was upside down.
Yeah, no, upside down. Yeah, the roof was on the but essentially the entrance used to be.
The doors were numbered. How weird! This fucking house is upside down.
Chimneys in the ground, but it used to be the opposite way. So the entrance used to be one way, and then they flipped the house around, so it was very different.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
So there was a deck, this weird deck. But mum lives on a hill, so it's obviously fucking now it's really high up.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, and I still to this day don't know if it was real, my brother killing a bug, like an ant, big ant, which they are at my mum's house. And then all of a sudden a fuck ton of ants coming out from like the bottom, because the house is on stilts.
Yeah.
So it's like raised, like sort of like a Brisbane home.
Did he kill the queen or something?
I don't know. I still to this day, and I remember running inside and there was ants everywhere, but same thing. I don't know if that was real.
I mean,
because I would have been a young kid.
Yeah, but I mean, there's probably more chance that was real.
Yeah,
and
that's
you've exaggerated it as well. You know,
just in my head,
6 ants. But you're like, there's like 8 million ants. Well, because I can't count.
I guess a bull ant when you're a little kid
looks like a horse.
Yeah.
I mean, those things are fucking huge.
So that was So I lean towards the side of no.
Yeah.
But also too, like I've had, my dad was fucking a space cadet, but functioning alcoholic. But it's sort of, he said it with so much clarity. I still remember it being like.
That's the thing that bothers me when people like tell me stories and they go like 100%. But then the thing that really gets me is like, so I used to go out with a girl who grew up on a place called the Isle of Wight, which in England is just off the coast. I don't know if you know where it is, but just off the coast of where I'm from, Southampton. And it is apparently one of the most haunted places in the country. And there's a pub that's one of the most haunted pubs in the country. And she was like, I used to work there. They like glasses would like fly off the table and stuff. I was like, cool. Did anyone film it once?
Yeah.
And the answer is always like, no. I was like, right, well, you got CCTV around the place. Nothing ever got caught. The ghosts know all the blind spots. Sorry, but fuck off.
So when I opened for Tory Griffiths, one of our comedy buddies,
the Kalamunda Hotel?
Kalamunda
Hotel.
Yeah,
they say that's haunted.
So they say that's haunted tenfold. There's fucking crazy shit there. I was talking to the manager, Saturday weekend manager or whatever. Tory's on stage. I opened for him, and then he's doing his thing. I'm like, well, I've watched him 1,000 times. I can't be fucked. So I'm just walking around, and she pops out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm literally, the first thing in my head was like, are you real?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, how you doing? And I was just like, all right, like ghosts don't usually talk. So I'm having a yarn to her, and I'm like, this place haunted? And she was like, oh, yeah, this is why I work here.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? So I wish I went on after Tori to say this story.
Yeah.
So she says to me, she's like, oh yeah, my mum passed away. And my mum loved this place, and I also knew that this place is like a channel for the undead. And I was just
Yeah.
like, okay. And she was like, there's already like 3 or 4 people. And then she pointed to a painting on the wall that just happened to be there. This is no lie.
Yeah.
It's old painting. She was like, this guy used to own it. He's the old owner, blah, 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 blah. He's around a bit. I've seen him multiple times. Everyone's seen him multiple times. There's a young girl. We found out she drowned. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Seeing her, blah, blah, blah. Telling all this fucking shit. And I'm just like looking at this lady, and she was walking away. And the weirdest thought of being like, should I touch her and just see if she's actually real? And then I don't know if I told you that night when I went in to get photos of Tori on stage. The room runner. This is during the
We don't want to
Perth-
name her because it's not fair, but Nicole.
the Perth Fringe Festival. She taps on my shoulder and she's like, I'm freaked out. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. And she was like, I saw something. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, can you come and help me? And I was like,
No.
what the fuck? All right. So we go outside and she was like, I saw something move in the corner of that window. That's so this old pub is surrounded by an outdoor, like, what would you call it? Like
mezzanine
decking.
type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not mezzanine, but decking, a balcony. I don't know.
Balcony.
But it wraps all the way around, doesn't
and
it?
she's like, the balcony stops there. Like, there's no one sitting there. And I saw the curtain pull. I saw an image, and I was like, I'm starting to get freaked out. And then she was like, go check. And I was like, what the fuck? A fucking Ghostbuster. She's behind me, like in a film. I walk outside, look out, and I'm like, it's just 4 dudes vaping out there. I'm like, fucking get the fuck out of here. I'm like, and then she was like, oh, you scared me when you went on stage and you said the ghosts, and I saw that. Anyway, bye. And I was like, goodbye.
I talked about all of this on stage. So I don't know if you saw any of my set tonight, but I talked about the Kalamunda Hotel and the haunting stuff. And it all came from that, because not from the Fringe what you did, but the first show that I did there, I was talking to the barman. That part's true. The joke that like she got technical and she went, it's haunted as fuck. Like she just started going off on
Would have been the
this.
same lady.
Probably. But no, this one was really young. She was very young, but she was telling me.
Oh, this other one, she couldn't have been too old.
Okay, she was like
25?
22, 23, yeah. She was telling me all these different like ghosts and like she was because I asked about the bathrooms because I didn't know anything. I was like, "Where's the toilets?" And she goes, "Oh, it's through there." And she went, "But I was like, well, just be careful." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
You should have walked out and be like, this is crazy. A ghost shit on the floor.
Yeah. Man, a ghost has blocked every toilet.
This ghost is a real dick.
Yeah, real motherfucker. It's, I don't know. Like I say in the whole fucking thing, it's like the Kalamunda Hotel is great, but why are they all going there? I don't get that at all. I don't understand it. But, yeah.
The whole idea of ghosts haunting things and stuff like that is very, very strange.
Wolfie was doing this bit for a while where I think he gave up on it because he said it was someone else was doing it maybe. But anyway, Wolfie was doing this bit about what they wear.
Oh, yeah, Victorian garb.
Yeah, because it's always the same. Like whenever we see it's always the same. Like at what point are we going to see them wearing like TNs?
Yeah. Well, my ghost can't fucking, what are you doing, you fucking dog cunt? Yeah, fucking. They never talk either. That's the thing that I don't like.
Yeah.
What would be your go-to number 1 horror movie?
Go-to horror. I watched this series called The House of on something Hill or whatever it was. It was
Notting Hill? Hugh Grant?
No. It was what was it? It was great though. It was
it
really
not
really
too
good.
long ago? Like like 2019?
Something.
Well,
Well,
it was
no,
really big on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it only about a year or two ago.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was scary.
I thought it was fucking phenomenal. It was in a funeral home as well, like that one.
Is it the one where the lady can like kind of see what's things that have happened?
Yes,
She's like being a detective, and she's like, "There's scratches on the roof. This is where fucking some kid was raped." And all that. Yeah,
I thought that was great.
The house.
That was scary as fuck.
The house of something.
It's something Hill, wasn't it? The house of something Hill, or the house of Blythe, House of Blythe Manor, or I don't know. Anyway, that was really good. But as far as movies go, scary movie. I don't know. I don't really watch too many.
Is Jaws a horror movie?
I suppose it is.
That was a good one.
I like the Blair Witch Project, the first one that I saw.
I don't think that's
Because
one
that was
that's
shot
like
like a
scares me.
Well, because it's shot as a document, not as a documentary. It's
See,
shot
that's
as
what
like
scares me.
it's footage. That was
I was told that was a
real thing, yeah,
genuine real thing,
yeah.
and I think I saw it probably
Because the marketing was so good for that, and that's why they did it. And again, there's no internet around when that came out to debunk all this stuff and go like, guys, it's a fucking film project. What are you? Everyone's like, no, this is a real thing.
Paranormal Activity. Apparently, I've never seen it, but that was.
Do you know what? There is a scene in one of those movies where the person's in bed and then the covers just get ripped off.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying that, I get goosebumps because that is one of those ones where I've always just been like, that. I think my heart would explode in my chest if that happened. That would terrify me.
I think that's how I die. Like my sheet falls off me at night,
and
I
you
just
think it's a
and
poltergeist?
I just have a heart attack.
Oh, Poltergeist, the movie. Did you ever see the old movie Poltergeist?
I took a date to the remake when I was in London, and it cost me about $80,000 because for some reason films in the UK to go to the cinemas $10,000.
What, and they're cheap here? Behave.
So much cheaper. Yours is
Come
pound.
on.
It would be like £25 to go.
I haven't been there in a very, very long time.
Which is doubled.
I used to go on Orange Wednesdays for all my old fucks from England back watching this.
Scam, didn't you?
Orange Wednesdays, sorry.
Didn't you have a scam that you guys
I had
used to do?
it wasn't my scam, but it was such a good scam. So I used to they used to weigh sweets, like pick and mix. You used to have to pay by like the fucking ounce, and they were so expensive. But you could buy like a big popcorn and fill it yourself, and that would be like £2, for example. So we would fill it with sweets and then just sprinkle popcorn on top, so it looked like it was full of popcorn.
2 kilos.
It would weigh a ton, and then you would go and just pay for that, and they would just scan it and go like, "Oh yeah, it's 2." They wouldn't even scan it. It was those days where you just fucking punch it in because again, old. But it'd be like £2, and if they weighed it, that'd be like that's £26.
Yeah.
That was such a good scam.
Didn't you have one with text messages as well?
Yeah, they used to send, again, so long ago, but the Orange network used to text you this thing saying, like, this is because you were with Orange, you can get into Orange Wednesdays for like 2 for 1 or whatever it was. So we just used to change each other's phone numbers in our phone books to Orange network and just forward the message. And then you would show it at the door and just get in for like half price or whatever it was.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I love a good scam. I love a good scam.
I think I've already told scams on here, though. Definitely said it somewhere because I lived with a dude who was like a scam artist, like from the UK when I first lived in the UK.
I think we had this on a earlier episode. Yeah. Just remind me though.
He would do a Yellow Pages thing.
That was the one. Yeah.
Did we do it on here?
I can't remember. Tell it just in case they can hear it again.
We'll have to pause here.
It. That was fucking scary. Sorry. You remember It, the Stephen King?
The original one?
Do you know what? The original one and the new ones. The new ones are fucking great.
The new ones are outstanding.
Fuck off to all those people like, it's as good as the original. They're fucking brilliant.
Pennywise, the series is coming out.
Oh, okay, I'll watch that.
Yeah,
I will watch that.
I think they put a lot of money into it too.
The thing with the new It movies, and then Stranger Things came out, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Because you basically made a series just like It now. Stranger Things is very, very It-ish.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of that.
Of Stranger Things? Yeah. Not your thing?
No, it is. It was just freaking me out. So
okay.
Yeah. I think I was watching it at night one time and I was like, no.
Oh, you like full sort of pussy when it comes to horror stuff, or?
You know, I can watch movies like The Terrifier.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one with Art the Clown, and he literally just will get an axe and split a kid's head open with it.
So gruesome is fine.
Gruesome's fine.
But supernatural, fair enough. Yeah, I get you. I get you. No, I think I'm kind of the same. Because well, for me, watching the like the gruesome stuff, if I was to be like, oh, that is fucking brutal, I just be like, it's not real.
That's why my brain.
Yeah.
I love the Halloween franchise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Michael Myers.
Did we talk about Scream on here before? I think we did.
Scream?
It's about the Scream movies.
No, we haven't.
No.
No.
I thought we talked about that somewhere. The very first Scream was brilliant.
Oh, great.
Really, really good.
Absolutely fantastic. I love a scary Scary Movie.
like thriller sort of.
No. Scary Movie is like the
franchise of those. Yeah.
The first two were awesome. When they
I only really remember the first one with the like take my strong hand.
That's the second one.
Oh, is that the second one? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that I remember. I reckon I was 10, and we were looking at movies to go see, and my mum was like, "Do you want to see this one?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure."
Scary Movie.
And we'd only seen the ads on TV.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking just sex.
I know, that would have been so awkward.
Come and we're
I'd
not
have fucking hated that.
We're not that family.
Yeah.
It was brutal. It was
families who are those families are weird families. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that's not stuff to be watching with your family.
My mum said to us, she's like, "Do you want to go home?" And we were just
Yes.
like,
I don't want to be here watching this with
well,
you.
I mean, it was dark. Like we were just like, it's still funny.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that you get to an age where you're like, I know what that means.
Yeah.
But if I let on, then she'll know.
Yeah, I don't want her to
shit.
know that I know what this means.
See, that's going to be a weird thing when obviously Oscar gets to an age where those things start to be curious in his mind and stuff like that. And you're going to be like...
Well, it's funny because he was playing a game today and he said, "Oh, that's gay."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, I need to."
Has he been listening to the podcast?
I was like, I need to talk to him about that. Again, I couldn't hear what the other people were saying. He was on a headset, and
two dudes sucking each other's dicks. He's like, "Oh, that's
what
gay."
is the thing? So I said, like, what were you earlier when you were playing? What were you talking about? What, that's gay? He said, "Oh, that's gay." He went, "Oh, there was a guy who said that he doesn't like girls. He just likes other guys." And I was like, "That's gay." And I was like, "That is gay." I went, "However, you're playing Minecraft. That's also kind of gay." Yeah, I thought that was quite funny because I was like, I need to talk to him about that. And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh, that by definition, you're absolutely correct." And he wasn't saying it like a pejorative. Like I've grown up using it as a basically an insult.
But we did it and still do it.
It's never about
never
someone's sexuality ever.
Never even comes into my mind.
No.
Like, him saying it like that, I'm just like, is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like mine is all, and that's the big argument that people be like, yeah, but you're using it as a pejorative term, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, don't be gay. Like just fucking listen to what I'm saying. I'm not using it that way.
Yeah.
But there's also like, there's things that I won't say now because it's obviously like,
yeah.
You know, in the last episode, I was like, bang chong, but also too, that's what they say, but I didn't say anything other. You know what I mean? I wasn't like those fucking blah, 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 bang chongs. Yeah.
All right. We got out of that one.
That's gay.
But
gay. Like, yeah, that will still come out of my mouth now.
Gay?
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, fuck, that's gay.
Yeah.
But I never, ever, it doesn't even click into my head that I'm referring to it as.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because again, we grew up saying it all the time, saying it to each other as kids. But genuinely, it was never like, you don't really think of it like that, ever.
But I also grew up with being called a retard all the time.
Yeah, same. That was thrown around. I think we said it in the last episode, or maybe even this one.
It's what the episode's called.
Well, yeah, you introduced.
I wanted to call the podcast the name of the podcast was going to be called that. Two retards on a couch. But my dad used to always go like, I'd do something dumb and he'd go clap. And I go, what? And he'd go clap. And then you'd clap and he'd go, look, a retarded seal. He wasn't a good dad, all right?
It's funny, Dad, though.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's people have asked, like, oh, where do you think you get your sense of humor from?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, well, I wasn't molested, so dad, I guess. Funny dad, fat. It's the two for me.
Yeah.
But get out there. As for ghosts, yeah, I'm sick of those bastards. I can watch horrible things. Like you could literally show me a video of someone getting beheaded and it'd be real. And I'd be like,
have you ever seen like
you don't have to whisper. It's so ghost around here.
Have you ever seen like the ISIS videos and stuff, or the
Yeah,
Al
back in
Qaeda
the
stuff?
day,
Like,
like-
holy fuck! Someone showed me one once where it was like a group of like prisoners in a row, and they had explosives around their necks and a fuse that just went, and each head went in a row, and I was like, what in the fuck why is this? I didn't know what I was watching at first. I didn't think this was a real thing.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just like a movie scene or something. And then like, this is a thing that they got from, I don't know, like Al Jazeera or something. And I was like, You mean I just watched like fucking 8 people die in a row?
8 journalists be murdered.
That's crazy. You got more? Like, and
Yeah.
then there was another one where they were putting people in cages and then just drowning them in cages.
Not my worst nightmare. I'd rather get blown up. Like head.
I would want a quick death for sure.
Exploded.
Quick death.
The
Drowning sounds. Or
just knowing you're gonna.
yeah.
I remember there was always a video of like a dude. Obviously, I don't know what he was saying.
Always a video. They would have had to have make it at some point.
Yeah, well, the video that I saw in high school when we like Nokia would have been one of the first camera phones, sort of blah blah blah, when videos were more accessible.
Yeah.
So you would have been out of high school when even video color.
I was in college in 99, 2000, and we didn't have camera phones.
Yeah. So the back end of my school was colored phones, and I still remember someone showing me a video of a dude with like the tiniest knife. It was like this big, and then he cuts off a dude's head in like record time. But also the video wasn't great. Now I could record that in 4K.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Are you saying you want them to remake that?
yeah. Oh, they probably are.
Yeah.
There's a few sequels
Yeah.
and prequels, but that sort of thing, it would always go. You would watch some horrendous video, and then someone who showed you go, "Don't worry, rapist." It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I got
Sweet.
They got rid.
So not only does he behead people, he also rapes people.
Yeah. Never actually told us which one.
Which one? Yeah, yeah.
There's a famous video of the cartel chopping off like 2 dudes leaning against a brick wall, and they've obviously got their hands tied up, and one's got a chainsaw,
Yeah.
and he literally starts to chop off one guy's head as he's leaning next to the other dude that can't move, and the other guy's just like, the scariest part of it is, I think the dude who's going like,
is about to get
like
it.
his blood is spraying all over him. But once again, those videos are we're lucky that the cameras, but this shit has been happening forever.
I know, we just document it now.
We literally used to chop each other up with swords all the time.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing.
It is.
But it's brutal. Like, obviously, there would be, I haven't seen it, but I assume, I stay away from that stuff now because there's just no point for me watching it.
Oh, I watch it all the time.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. But I tell you what, sorry, go on. I'll tell you what.
But I was just going to say, there would be horrendous things coming out of Russia, Ukraine.
Yeah. But also, there's a lot of
And
just
Palestine
fucking,
and
there's a lot of
Israel.
fucking idiot soldiers just taking selfies and going,
Yeah.
which I don't know what's worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you being an influencer while you're in the army, I would rather watch you just fucking cut people's arms off.
Drones, that's the big one. Obviously, their videos.
Yeah. Do you know what? Sometimes I fall down these little rabbit holes on. There's plenty of Twitter and Instagram accounts, a lot of Twitter accounts because Instagram ones will get banned, but of like just fights.
Oh, yeah.
I hate admitting this to you, right? But I'll find an account and it will have, you know, like fucking 300 videos posted over the course of like its lifetime, and I'll just watch every single one of them because sometimes it's really satisfying to see somebody like just get knocked out.
I like instant karma videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I hate is like instant karma. And I'm like, this video is 4 minutes long, cunt.
Yeah.
There's nothing instant about this. And also like with context, you don't always know. But like say, for example, I remember seeing this one video where the dude is like, he tries to pull somebody out of their car and he's like going mad and stuff. And then the guy just turns his car off, gets out and then just beats the living fuck out of him. I was like, yeah.
I've seen so many of those where you think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
and the dude runs away and falls over and you're like, oh, he just died.
Yeah.
Like someone just shot him. But also too, what's your thoughts on guns?
I
Like if they were like, we're going to bring in handguns to Australia, you can own one.
I like living in a country where that's not really a thing, because I would like to think I would just keep not having them and not wanting anything to do with them. But if I thought everybody had one, I'd be like, wait, do I need to get a gun then?
Yeah.
But obviously that's a recipe for fucking disaster as well. I know people who like to shoot. I have good friends who like to go out and shoot. They go clay pigeon shooting. They go hunting. They love love guns. One of my friends, Steve, makes his own bullets. It's one of his favorite fucking things to do.
Does he have a gun?
Yeah, he's got a lot of guns. But he likes to hunt and stuff. But he likes also to make the bullets himself. It's just a thing that he enjoys doing. I'm like, all right, well, I appreciate the craft and stuff in that. He's got a shotgun that's worth a fucking fortune because it's been shipped all around the world and is engraved and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
He's a big, he's big into guns. Whereas I think most people would just get a gun and go, well, this is for the next person who comes my way. Like if guns were a thing. So I don't know.
No courtesy wave.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Well, that's warranted though. Do you know what I mean? I know it's that idea scares the fuck out of me.
If I had
genuinely.
that gun when that Asian lady was like, hey, fucking.
Oh yeah, you'd be on the news now. Yeah.
She was like, how do I get here? And I'm
But also
to heaven.
But also, you wanted to get a spot tonight, and there was too many people on the lineup that had just rocked up like last minute. So you probably would have used about 7 bullets just this evening if you had a gun.
Also, I would have got there in time
if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, well, that took me fucking extra 10 minutes. That was last episode. Have you fired a handgun?
No, I haven't.
So when I was in Alaska, 2018.
Sorry, I fired a rifle. I killed a cow. That was it. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's funny. We went to this massive glacier. We did a hike and then a glacier, which is weird. It was in summer. There's a glacier just there in summer.
I did that in New Zealand. It was fun. Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we were like, how the fuck do we get home? And we met like a group of like Americans that were like testing emergency equipment because they ran tours.
Right.
And they were like, yeah, follow us. And we were like, fucking oath.
Because how else are we going to get home?
Yeah, we walked. There's no track. It was like jumping rocks and this and that. And you'd follow these little pink markers tied around trees. So we met those guys. We came back with them. And I was like, boys, you saved us. We're going to have dinner at our friend who we were staying with. She was a waitress at a really nice pizza place. Whoever wants to come, I'll buy pizzas. Beers are on me. It's America. Things cost $2.
Yeah.
One guy came, younger dude. It was lovely, Andrew, and we were chatting. And I was like, "Oh, Caitlin tomorrow's taking us to the range." He's like, "Oh, cool. What sort of guns does she have?" And I was like, "No idea." And he's like, "Oh, I brought my 9mm with me. I can meet you guys there if you want to shoot a handgun." And I was like, "This is the best day ever." That's all I wanted to do. So she had like some crazy deer hunting rifle.
Yeah.
Every time I shot it, it hurt my arm or shoulder. So I was like, this is fucking gay.
Because you have a gun license, right?
I do, yeah. No, I used to.
Oh.
I grew up shooting guns and stuff.
Now all your guns are illegal.
Brother still has a license.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And so we went out there. He brings the handgun. I'm shooting the handgun. The dude next to us was just like fascinated with mine and Alex's accents. My Australian buddy I was with, he's like, "Where are you guys from?" And we're like,
China.
Australia. We are Korean. And then he was just like, "Do you want to shoot my guns?" And I was like, "Yeah." He had the craziest shit. He had like tiny little handguns and these like machine guns and shit. It was fucking crazy. Honestly, I've got a photo of it. I've got, I think, a 9mm and a 22 handgun with like a suppressor on it. Everyone's going to be like, 22, man. Obviously, it kills the most amount of people, I believe, in the world because their bullets are so cheap. Obviously, people buy them, but it's a pussy gun. Once I got those guns in my hand, I felt so powerful. Genuinely, like I was like, I could take on the world. I honestly, if you said, Tait, would you like to own a handgun? No, because I would be a tyrant.
Fucking hell.
I would be. People would be like, hey, you can't do that. And I'd be like, eh?
My friends in Vietnam all fired like the AKs and stuff at the we were at some like site where obviously they had a big cache of guns and the tanks and stuff. I forget where it was exactly, but there was a thing you could just pay a little bit of money, you could go fire a bunch of machine guns, and they all did it. And I was like, I'm fine. I don't want to.
Yeah. So when one of my mates was there, I think it was Cambodia, and I've heard this story multiple times, but my mate, still swears by this. He goes, yeah, we were going to go shoot some guns, right? And the guy was like, you want to shoot some targets? And they were like, yeah. He's like, you want to shoot a cow with a bazooka? And he was like, nah. He's like, you want to shoot a person? He's like, huh? He's like, yeah, we get one of the, and then we just take them out and you guys can shoot them. And he was like, no, we're good. And they never went.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And I've heard it I've heard the bazooka one. I think maybe Xavier.
All right, but that's a cow.
Yeah.
They find somebody who is
like
like
a village. Because there's obviously dirt poor, really, really, really poor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And they'd take them out and shoot them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's still with homeless people at least.
Oh, fucking hell. That
also,
is...
the same person was telling us that he was in Cambodia. He was at his like hostel type thing.
Great horror films. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, they're brutal, those ones. I think that's something to do with Tarantino.
I think he directed a few scenes in the first one.
Yeah, okay. So Tuk rolls up for people.
Probably
who don't know
wrong. I'm thinking Sin City. Never mind. Sorry, go on.
Rolls up Tuk. He's like the motorbike with the little carriage on the back, and they were like, "Hey, you want some girls?" And they're like, "Nah, we're all good, mate." He's like, "You want some kids?" And he's just like, "No." He's like, "Okay." And then literally, he reckons Tuk comes back with like 2 8-year-olds or something in the back, and they're like, And they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, cunt." And then just drove off, and they were like,
Holy
"Those
shit.
kids are fucking..." Yeah, so...
I remember I did see a lot of that in lots of different parts of Southeast Asia, which I know is just a fucking stereotypical thing, but whatever. You would see just girls that look like they were just too fucking young to be out at certain times and be attached to like men's arms. Always Westerners thing. This is the thing, like those people that come up and go, "Hey, do you want fucking kids or whatever?" Like the problem is a lot of people fucking do. These weird fucking fat American and English cunts or whatever are going there, and that's the reason that they go there.
Yeah, fucking, blow up a cow or,
shoot a person in the head by all means.
Yeah.
Leave the kids alone. That's disgusting.
It is very strange. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note,
yeah.
this is the end of
Sweet
the episode.
dreams are...
Yeah, got a bit dark there at the end, but
Well, let's finish on a...
We don't pigeonhole ourselves, mate.
Hey, you said it. Let's finish on a high note. Let's finish on a colourful note. Yeah, you did, didn't you? A few of them.
I got nothing.
The Simpsons is also a great TV show. There you go. So is Futurama. We'll leave it on that. Colourful cartoons.
Cartoons are actually like I watch a fair few cartoons.
You do, don't you?
Rick and Morty's obviously really good, but fuck, what's it called? Adventure Time Sick and Regular Show. I don't know if Oscar's ever watched any of those.
No.
Regular Show's really good.
Yeah.
Mordecai and Rigby. It's so funny.
I have watched some of it. What was the one that you told me about not too long ago? I was telling you about Ugly Americans and how much I love it. And then you found one.
I sent him a message. Did I tell you that?
Who, Kurt?
The director.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Make more.
Yeah, I sent him a message saying like, "Hey man," because he's got like 1,600 like followers, something tiny.
Yeah.
Or 4,000, whatever.
For someone who made like their best.
Yeah. And I was like, "Hey man, just if you're bored, do you reckon you could just make another season?" Cheers. And that was it.
You got nothing else going on.
He never
replied.
love it.
I love it so much.
Maybe
I love Ugly Americans so much.
Oh, that's one of the most underrated.
It's so funny.
If you take anything away from this podcast episode,
to watch Ugly Americans.
Yeah, that's it.
Kurt Metzger is Randall's voice.
Yeah.
But what was the other one? Sorry, just quickly before we go, what was the other TV show that you found? Something and His. It was an animated show, and it was like a fucking. What was it, like a wizard or some shit, or
wizard?
Like a demon hunter? What the fuck?
Gary and his demons.
There you go.
It's so
that
funny.
was good.
It is really good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched too much of it, but I was like, oh, this is very Ugly American-esque.
The second season's rated R.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets real dark.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh,
Just
I'm going to
go
get on
and
that.
watch some shows, you fucks.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.